Hours from Delhi and seemingly centuries back in time. Singhpura is a tiny feudal village with ancient, unchanging values. Men are in charge. Boys are considered a gift, girls a burden. Which makes this woman, the mother of 7 daughters, a cursed soul. If you have a son, she told us, he'll look after you. If you have a daughter, she'll go away. She'll pay 7 dowries when her daughters marry, then watch them serve other families, not hers. Her face is hidden because she's now considered a criminal for doing something called prenatal sex selection. Trying for a boy, she got pregnant 3 more times, but aborted when ultrasound tests revealed she was carrying girls again. Abortions are legal. Female feticide is not. Still, many defend the decision to avoid having girls. What can we do? We're helpless. Will the government give us money for the dowry, he asks. Once, girls here were sometimes killed at birth. With ultrasound machines in nearby towns and doctors willingly bribed to illegally reveal the sex of a fetus, female feticide is getting easier. This is a worsening crisis. Some suggest India is fast approaching the moment when 1 million fetuses are aborted every year because they're females. It would be easy to assume that this is just a problem of India's rural, uneducated poor, but new research, some of it Canadian, is suggesting the biggest problem isn't here at all. In fact, the wealthier the family, the more educated the woman, the more likely it is she will abort a female fetus. The trend is clear. It's the prosperous centers of India where the ratio of girls to boys is declining the fastest.
It's in these areas where people have the money and also have the attitude to take charge of their lives, are taking charge of their lives in the way that they think is appropriate. So son preference is prevalent.
Boys, often more important culturally, more financially viable. Son preference is real. Anyone doubting that need only see India's orphanages. In this Delhi center, of the 20 tiny fresh faces, there are 17 newly abandoned girls. For parents who don't want to go through with the birth, city clinics offer efficiency and privacy for a price. This is the Kohli Center, the target of Delhi's first sting operation. A local TV station with a hidden camera claimed this man, Dr. Kohli, set the cost to illegally disclose the sex of the fetus, then when asked, pointed towards the woman's other daughter, saying it's a baby like her. He then seems to recommend a doctor for the abortion. It will be done, he's heard saying. The morning after the broadcast, we went to see Dr. Kohli.
Yeah, can you come out, please?
We're from Canadian Broadcasting. I understand that you use ultrasounds to determine the sex of fetus and that help arrange for abortions.
I don't do that.
Well, apparently... Adamant it was camera trickery, he acknowledged there is pressure on doctors.
And every lady has a, in India has a tendency to ask about the sex when you're doing a normal ultrasound. And
you never tell them?
I never tell them.
You never give them coded messages?
Never.
We left and returned hours later to learn local authorities had closed the clinic while they investigate. Despite strict Indian laws banning these practices, few are held accountable. India's health minister wouldn't speak with us. An activist charged officials have been slow to grasp the consequences of not enough girls being born. There's a ripple effect, it's argued, that turns women into commodities to be fought over.
Violence against surviving women will increase incredibly. Trafficking will increase. Kidnapping will happen. So the immediate future looks dismal.
The key to ending this trend, some believe, is to change old mindsets. Exactly what's being tried in the villages near Singhpura. This is a morality play about the costs of female feticide. Here, the spirit of a daughter never born returns to ask her family why she didn't have the same rights as boys, why no one would give her a chance to prove she can be strong too. After, men are asked to promise never to force their wives to abort girls. For now, the response is keen, the smiles broad, and the hope real that change begins here. Adrian Arsenault, CBC News, near Singhpura, India.